Sanje Jodan Zoje Jona La Shaja Bada Dana Josu Ji Taki Chishe Jebe Zama Ji Jaya Sanje Daba Je Jodan Zoje Jona La Shaja Bada Dana Josu Ji Taki Chishe Jebe Zama Bencher Sanje Papa Je Chudan Sujija Shaja Bada Dana Chishi Jeve Sama Mama Bencher Sanje Morning again. Morning and good evening also. Evening, good afternoon. Inda's good evening. I think Laura's good afternoon. Where are you at? Are you a man or you New Zealand? On the man?
I guess, Sheila. I'm up in Maine.
Okay.
It is cold.
Yeah. Yeah, today's very cold, right? I heard like my Washington, like below 100 degrees. True? Wow. Very. No? Yeah, today's warm, right? It's here is warm. I think these things, it teach for us a lot of things. One is impermanent. The second is also awareness. What do we have? Usually we have very good things we don't really recognize. Oh, something doesn't work for me. Even very cold, we have that can eat for everywhere. Car, restaurants, subways, bars, airplanes, horse house. And compare that animals live outside. No choice. Just like that. Therefore, sometimes it's good. That time, okay, I'm very lucky. I have this thing. Even the Lord, human beings does have. A lot of countries, especially even this country, a lot of homeless people in the Boston area. I went to last couple weeks ago. One of some of my friends, we went to give hang up some socks, hat, foods. A lot of people. Usually we don't really see. We driving, we can see some people on the, what do you call that? Intersections. Today, a lot of homeless people. Therefore, yesterday's situation, we say, oh, we have the very warm clothes, warm house, nothing to cities. Good things what we think. Just awareness. How can I get this? I'm very lucky. Who don't have, then I wish they become as something like me. Sometimes awareness what we have, it keeps our mind more happy, relaxed. Right? There's a lot of teachings for last 2 days. Whether. Secondly, this bed is similar to the people in here. It's mind. Today very happy, tomorrow very calm mad. Morning you feel happy that just a little bit up down very easy. Right? Same the weather. Sorry to say that. I hear people who was spoiled, spoiled, right? We are really spoiled. Us. Therefore, we easy to upset down. We need to really change our attitude. Like a relaxed person, peace person. Okay? Like that, then you guys very comfortable, like you sleep, okay? Therefore, let's basically with us about Buddhism. What's Buddhism means? One hand, describe for reality. Secondly, it like religion. And we describe for all the things experienced for every day. It depends for cause conditions. Nothing happened to just jump. Like this is one of the Buddhism idea. And also, if good things happen, bad things happen, it all depends for our own action. This time or previous time. Therefore, we experience a result like that. Example, if you eat very healthy food all the time, go to gym, your body become pretty healthy. If you eat just whatever you just like, all the junk foods, things, and also you don't really take care of your body, I think you can get more disease. Well, who did this? We did, right? The doctor doesn't do it. The restaurant doesn't do it. We doesn't take our body. It's just obviously we can see, right? Who's taking care more? Physical body. Therefore, we're working very hard to physical body, When you go to shopping, you read all the labels. When they expire, where they come from, vitamin D, vitamin C. We read that, then we eat. Very serious. I think everyone taught to take our body, physical body, very take care. But we don't really taking care of our mind. Mind just, they're always. Therefore, everyone knows we describe all the time, we need to taking care of our mind, delusion is not good. Everyone knows that, but really we don't do the action. It really doesn't change. Right? Anyone will change? Will change every day? Mark, you change? A little bit. You sure? How about we can do measure? Like that, okay? Therefore, the physical body is very important because I have experienced last 2 years, I got all sick, a little bit uncomfortable, and it bothers your whole body. Therefore, in order to happy mind or a healthy mind, also we need to healthy body. Therefore, a healthy mind, healthy body. My main point is who taking care? God doesn't take care. Buddha doesn't take care. Parents cannot do much. When you're a baby, parents are taking care, but we already grow up. We, the person taking care of our physical body. Our mental is 100% depends on our own. I always say them things. Buddha say, I cannot transfer my knowledge for you. It's true, right? Parents can transfer their knowledge for the children, or the teacher can transfer their knowledge for students. maybe not like transfer like mission to mission, but the teacher teaching he or her knowledge, you learn that, they be transfer, right? Then Buddha's word not really correct. Buddha say it's not impossible to transfer. It means, even, teachers teach for as much as they can. But knowledge is not always same. Experience is not always same. That means, it's not means to, when you transfer for something to physical things, right? If you transfer our nose to others, they can transfer, right? They can give things, right? Anyway, therefore, if possible, it's not difficult to be. We don't need to too much to effort to get the teachings or knowledge, because you could transfer just boom, boom, boom. Therefore, that means it's not means you listen to the teaching, you learn that. It's not mean like that. Transfer means just 100% yet to hear. Cannot mean like that. Then Buddha said, I cannot wash on your problems, negative things. It's true, right? If the possible Buddha has compassion, especially our Lokadishwara has compassion 24 hours looking for us 1,000 eyes. So we are just same. That means Buddha has compassion, but if we don't do our own actions, cannot transform, cannot do much things. These things whole talk about our practice is spent for our own idea or own action. Okay, therefore I'm not talking too much. Now we're going to do a little bit of meditation. And today I like to do a little meditation. This text described is like 2,500 years before they already discussion and decide what we need to do, what we think, how to develop. We still not really see the result because we don't really do things, right? If we really do the action, then I'm sure that something change. There really not much change. It shows really take serious. Therefore, I like to first open this book again with a recite four measurables. Page 7, okay. Then we go back to our study book. We're going to again meditation, verse 83, the 6th chapter in your book. Because this 6th chapter, verse 83, talk about what are you, promise, what are you doing action right now. We say, I didn't promise that. Then we go to our prayer book, the page what? Page 7. We promise like this always. This is like a religion's way. But we say, I need to peace. We need to peace, right? No one need problems. We say all the time, peace, peace, peace. We need to harmony. Or someone harms there, someone harms there, we talk about all the time that. We said that this is not talk about religions. Basically everyone say, no harm others. Harm's not good. We need to, war's not good. We need to peace. We always, even not talk about religion, talk about that. The religion, special Tibetan Buddhism, every morning we wake up, we take refuge Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, and cultivate for Bodhisattva mind. Then how to cultivate? Through meditation, 4 measurables. This we do promise every day. Then verse 23 say, we promise that, but how are you doing right now? Okay, this is really honed, right? Hunt. Karo, also, yun dugzua. English finish. English
Pointing.
parents. Hold it.
Pointing with your finger.
Hold your finger. Remember, you every morning you do say that, but after if something push your nose, then you forgot. Okay? If you don't push someone, everything is perfect. You say, "Oh, I'm very good." Someone say, "You're doing no correct." What do you say? Say again. Right? Oh, we don't want to hear anything to you're doing something wrong or you're no good person. We don't want to hear that. Whenever we hear that, then we feel uncomfortable. Then here with very Buddhism we call enemy. Enemy is maybe true strong word. Say changes, little soft, soft.
And strangers when you don't agree with.
Yeah, only you don't agree with he or she. Morning we say, oh, we need peace. I wish for everyone to be happy, free from suffering. You wish that. Then someone you not agree with him. Someone come, who's very successful, doing well, the boss like them. Then you say, I did some things, but okay. Because even we don't say it out, we feel something. Let's talk about that, okay? First, I like to recite the four major vows slowly, verse by verse, meditation, and maybe about 30 seconds each verse, okay? If you want to text, you can text. Not maybe Bob can recite. I'm just thinking the meaning, okay? I'm really thinking that. You don't have to say, oh, the text said that. Not like that. I'm really thinking all sentient beings happy and cause us happiness. I'm really thinking that this is something. This is how to in a meditation. We leave that prayers or leave the book. It doesn't help for us. It's bringing for us, okay, our head or our heart. I'm really thinking that. Okay, start that verse to verse. I'm really thinking that. I just say that. Okay, okay.
Verses?
Fourth verse, each verse. Fourth formidable. Then we meditation. Then what's that? Sixth chapter, verse 83.
May all sentient beings have happiness and its cause. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and its causes. May all sentient beings never be parted from sorrowless bliss. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from bias, attachment, and hatred.
Keep thinking the verses, the meaning of the verses. We just say or we really want. That's Okay, now Bob, you can read the verse 83.
If I do not wish for beings to have even this, how can I wish for them to awaken? Where is there an awakening mind? In him who becomes angry when others receive things.
Okay, so when we did that awakening mind, we did it before for much of us. Now we're really thinking anyone, we, he or her, or he or she, we don't disagree something. And that time, what kind of feeling what we have. This verse talk about you promised this morning like that, but now you doing different things. How you do like that? This is our caution for us. Okay, they taught to meditation, couple minutes. Is it really like that or something different? The taught to is not concentration. It's like analytical meditation. Okay. What do you understand the meaning of verse 83? Okay, we can explain. Mark?
You say that again? I'm back here. I can't really hear you.
What? Okay, how you understand the verse 83? You have the book? I'm sure. Okay. Which book you have? Okay, what do you understand? Chapter 6, verse 83. You didn't open the book.
Well, I was meditating.
That's good.
I heard well.
What do you understand?
Into so rearing it to the four immeasurables. So you say you want everybody to be happy, right? But
Okay.
you have to understand what the causes of happiness and everybody to avoid suffering, right? And the causes. So he's saying if you can't even do the little things, how can you do the big things? That's the way I.
Okay. Or Jennifer.
The way I understand it is that when we generate the awakening mind, when we recite the four measures, we're saying we want all beings to be happy and free from suffering. But then something happens where someone we don't agree with, they, in the case of this verse, they receive something and we feel angry about that. It's like we're going against our promise that we want them all to be free from suffering. Like, why don't we want them to be happy? We say may all sentient beings be happy, and yet we get angry when someone is happy.
Ulrika.
For miserable, we wish all sentient beings to be happy. But in actual life, when others are happy, instead of rejoicing, we get angry or jealous. They are having happy. We should be happy because they receive praise. We should be happy because that's what we wish in the morning. Miserable. But instead of rejoicing, we angry or jealous.
Yeah, does birds can food outside, or I want a happy play his playground? Will we get mad? No, right? Okay, who has enjoyed something we got mad? We don't say mad, we're not very happy. Someone's we don't like. This we need to understand, okay? Therefore, this is really true. Are we really doing in the morning or our daily life is a wish to everyone's happy, healthy, successful, right? But someone we don't like, that he or she receives something, doing things well, our mind, even we don't say, but something here uncomfortable, right? This talk about exactly like that. You say morning that, but you really think it's a different way. This is not correct. Okay, this is versus very, very like strong ones. Like something here, here there, some problem or some discussion, maybe go to the lawyers. They say, first you said that, now you said you lie. Right? They said, right?
Yeah.
They say, okay, yesterday you said that, now you said that you lie. You're doing that. They say exactly. Then you say you first you come to the office, you promise like the things. Now you're doing like that. They say first exactly talk about that. Therefore, now what we need, when that kind of situation come, you need to awareness of what we promise. Okay? Okay, my English is really finishing now.
Andrew has a question and Ed has a question.
Okay, go ahead. What are your questions?
Just
Sorry,
because I
go.
already. No, you go. You go. You may ask the question. You go. Okay.
No, well, this question's based on like, I view that verse as like it talks about like how it's actually like hypocritical to be like I wish all beings well, and then you actually feel in actuality when you see a person, whether it's a bad person receiving good things or a person who's successful and you're jealous, it shows like the hypocrisy of, oh, we're not living up to wishing all beings well if we're jealous or want revenge. And I wonder, in Buddhism, would you consider revenge and envy and jealousy to be two sides of the same coin? Because let's say because I think the opposite of the bodhisattva attitude is like the wishing harm of others, whether that's revenge or envy. Would you say revenge and envy are two very similar motives, or two different motives?
So,
다디 거기서 코로나스는 가서 다실려야죠라.
no.
다실려야다 되네 거기서 차돌라야지. 야미는 낙섬 깨야죠라. 미래 코 야부슈도 콜러 야부슈도 콜러도 나를 야나 가는 지마다세 삼아지라 당아도 나서지 어디에 찍어다 그래서 그러다 간지 아마저기다 촉진도 맞아 심지어 대화도 대비 주스거라 이나다 잡내야 미 가족이 신다도 자지 대화에는 가족도 거기 말아 가지고 타도 지그라 야미나다 민 소속의 마강이지나 마강이지 가보니까 그 기부 지거나 대화도 된바이나 근데 가서 가서 마가와 지그라 아니 그거 다실라게 다 삼보당 그라서 근데 그래서 다실라 데다 다시야다 근데 가서 납셈세야다 안에 되는 가서 타도라는데 또 기부집으로 그래서 그래
그럼 뭐거는 받는 같이 하다 시다다 군도 내고 집어줘 용 거래.
So of course, if you identify each of them individually, then of course they are different. Revenge and envy or the jealousy is different. But in general, it all comes, towards kind of beings that we are not very happy with.
예? 가지 더 참아 야보 말했어.
Of course, those are all not good.
다 뒤에다 날라게 저런 게 왜나 에리트리드 라긴도 저런 거 단계 삼주 참아 대화다 동안 올라다 다 저런 게 소소 마가시 미들라테 소소 대화가 되나나 저런 때 젤리스 책인도 마가와 책인도 주 상집선 가와이 고바이 바 저던 거
So this is what it's saying in this verse 83. And earlier when we meditated on the four immeasurables, it say may all beings be happy and possess the cause of happiness. But then if somebody that we don't like, if they are happy, then what we said earlier, like may all sentient beings, which includes the enemies as well, right? The people that we don't like. Then what we were saying earlier, becomes like a hypocrite or lie, and then like you're wanting to achieve enlightenment for the benefit of all sentient beings and to give them happiness. Where is that when you can't stand they themselves being happy like that?
Okay, Mr. Ed. E.D. Your name is very short. E.D.
No. I was just going to your question. What does this invoke in me, or how do I read it? And just what the other gentleman said, it just strikes me that this paragraph is a general admonition against hypocrisy, and the preceding paragraphs are likewise admonitions against envy and jealousy. What I find kind of interesting is in other religions, these things are really, really, really big things. Hypocrisy, huge in the New Testament. That's all.
So the hypocrisy is jamna dunna chikte dunna jamna chik lap dunna chik asa dunna chik lap and jamna shandaji chewana ta dile hypocrisy gorda de do this is that de shanda chulula shandala pe din pe tucha shuzi gorasa ta pa kaja da kera keja nega chimu shuzi gorasa shanda chulu dosla daga tam lai insa question
oda ngado nabe tepe dote michna man das men ngoko menges
Yeah, so of course, it's the same, in Buddhism as well. That's not considered good, to be a hypocrite. Like, showing something saying something in the front and then doing something else in the back. It's like lying and it's not being honest. And so all these are not considered good.
제단 네게 빼나 verse 83 들고온도와. 제가 이게 켈레 샴바이 체송하네. 오늘 저 라네 샴바이 따게도 와스. So
yeah, it is like, if you do that, if we do that, what it says in the verse 83, if we do like that, then we become a hypocrite, because on one hand, we say may all beings be happy, but on the other hand, we can't stand them being happy, and then so that's exactly what it is saying in verse 83. And so when did we made a promise or made a commitment to wish other sentient beings to be happy, right? From the early morning when you recited these four immeasurable verses, right? And maybe from the time when you start to take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, especially the refuge of the minor refuge, right? So from that one, you have already made the commitment, for all sentient beings to be happy, or made a commitment, to do anything you can, to make them happy and so forth. So, but when you're not happy when they're happy, then that's already breaking your vows.
Okay, 다이나 제가 라가데 만좀 잠좀 내 슐러 같이 섬지 내 곰잡지 내 째금 내 단데 째금 저거다 조금 째금지 설마다지 예전엔 내린 내랍샤 다른 내란 내랍샤 문에 내게 라레데 가리다고 소소 섬당 거래.
And so this is what I'm trying to point out, is that we should take these verses and do a meditation on them. Like maybe first, start with the analytical meditation. So this verse is here and this is here like this. And what am I doing? How am I doing? Am I doing in accordance, with these verses or not? Like that. So you do first analytical meditation.
다 슐러가 자치 잡시디가 가르나 아니 소소 마가세게 미텔라야 땀다 냔다라야 다 먹어와쳐데 롱고 마레스 어다 된다 도도로 되는 거다.
And then verse 84, is saying that people that we don't like, when they are being praised or when they become successful, we should not be jealous. We should not be unhappy with that.
예, 다된가도 용도해.
So what do you think? Do we get that?
Look at that. We're always right. If honestly, if someone we don't like, if that person gets some prize, praise, it thinks to successful, then we say, 제자 다내 아니 자세 좀 셔와라 다 샹집 선비 다니 아니 공부 야성을 다데 야보 말해 정말 다딩도 다다 용도 와.
So like this is what Shantideva was saying, it's exactly like how we feel, when we see our enemies or people that we don't like are being praised or become famous.
가테 디 텔레 녀덤스 전다 참나 내절바 건당 에첼라 맨나 아니 셔마 셔르 대치샤스 다데나 가르나 간데 소소 마가세게 미이 아니 코랑게 간지 땀년다이 바나야 코랑 람로에 바이바 드니 가리 쇼마이 바나야 아니 대 가리 뭐 가리나 결혼하나 대 왕가 말레스 근데 코로나 때문에 영화도 주 세는 맞아 가는데 우산도시.
So this is what it reads in verse 84, sorry. What does it matter if my enemy is given something or not, whether they obtain it or whether it remains in the benefactor's house? In either case, I shall get nothing, right? So whether the enemy or somebody that you don't like is praised or not, whether they become famous or not, or whether they obtain anything or not. To you, it doesn't matter, so there's nothing for you to be unhappy about it.
Now example, okay? I'll give you an example. Mark, my friend, a very good friend. Someone doesn't, I don't like, okay, I don't like Jesse. Okay, Jesse go to the Mark's house. She just enjoy that, they're good friends. Then I say, hey, Mark, is Jesse come to your house? He said, yes. Be careful. She's a very strange person. Boss, they're good for me. Boss, I'm jealous for who, no, I don't like. Go to my parents' house. I say, yeah, you have to be careful, okay? She's a very strange person. I say, or maybe I don't say like that way directly, but say, oh yeah, I know, there's something wrong, you just try to like, and or say indirectly, try to mark avoid for Jesse come to to visit. Is we do it like this? Yeah, it was chosen like that. Therefore, this text say, hey, don't do like that. It's like 2,500 years already described like these things, right? It's very power. Still they're going on. Therefore, hey, he called me. If Jessie go to the Mac's house, she can enjoy, is watch TV, whatever food. You don't get things that. He already dedication for that for her. Why you just unhappy? It's true, right? You do like that. Therefore, the text said, don't do like that. Okay? This, if we think, oh, do I do like this? Do I call my friends? No. If someone doesn't love me or I'm not happy with them, I say, oh, he or she is not a very good person. Don't let him come to your house. Don't go with that person. You think about, did I do that? If we're doing that, then we are against this text. Okay. Then we have to, oh, yeah, Shantideva said this is not good. Okay, avoid that. Much that. Then we really do practice. Others, oh yeah, that Shantideva text is very interesting text. They talk about like that. Oh, Geshe explained it like that. You just keep here. You go to home. What you heard, what you listen, just leave here. Then you go to restaurant, you food on the table, you don't eat. Just leave the food. Before you order, you leave the food, go back to home. Like that. Therefore, these things, small things, we try to learn practice. Okay? Okay? This makes sense, right? And then digi tenda so the kanji jenji and the tamda nyada so magase meeting tamda nyada la chado baches or tena tekota.
What this verse is saying is that when our enemy or somebody that we don't like is being praised or become successful, we should not be unhappy about it.
Do we read? You read that? Oh, here. Okay, now we recite the third verse 85. Who? Are you any question? Mari? Yes.
Good morning. Good morning. Yes, thank you very much. I do have a question about that, Geshe. Does it matter what your motivation is? Because there's, I've had a situation where, being aware of someone that's a pedophile and targets little girls, I have, it's like, do you let somebody know if this person is around them? I've had that dilemma where I let the family know, like, you got to be careful with this person because they target little girls and you can't leave him alone with them. That's not the same thing, right?
Yeah, I think this different. You have good motivation.
Okay.
According to Buddhism, motivation is very good.
Okay, that's
because let's talk about we don't think motivation. No.
If when you're unhappy about that person, right? Okay.
Your motivation to protect someone, to give them information to others. This is good,
Okay.
you know.
Okay.
Remember
Okay. Thank you.
Even though your lie has a white line, black lie.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
One time, someone's I have told many times. Someone's cat or chased a deer. And, then the person saw deer going this way. The guy come to ask, like me, do you saw deer run here? Yes, deer go to that direction. I really lied. Go that part, but my motivation to save the deer's life, also the person doesn't get the negative karma to kill the deer. And said, go that direction, maybe he's walking very hard, we go far, we're looking. Like therefore, as Buddhism is motivation is very important. But we need good motivation, not just a fake motivation. You really think that. No, I wanted that. I just tried it, man. We need to very something.
So if you have a good motivation from the depth of your heart, then that's good.
Okay. Okay, now we're going to recite the tone 85. Okay.
Why, by becoming angry, do I throw away my merits, the faith others have in me, and my good qualities? Tell me why am I not angry with myself for not having causes for gain?
Sonam tang dewa gamaranga yete jishir torus. Ani nyabran jawa mzamba ranga chowa. Jishe, said Tadi Tenadi Kartana. Ani the susula tamda nyenda twegi jeti. Ani sonam yausa gores.
So what this verse is saying is that if you want to have fame and name, then you have to accumulate merit for that.
Ani channel mishamba gao chegoina. Channel going mishamba gao cheg legatina chegores.
So if you want people to like you, then you have to do something good from your side for them to make them like you.
제가 땡군에도 수수군에 야보 제바이나 미셴바 아니 코란슈까지 믿을 이체 영화다 가오체 영도 와서.
So that's true, right? If you behave well from your side, then other people will naturally like you and want to be with you.
제가 그때 아니 수수고 소능부터 야보 사바이나 대근 제발라 아니 간지 수수 샤왈람로 영화다 미가 가오체 같은 소용 그러고 왔어.
And so if you accumulate a good amount of merit, then that will help to be successful in whatever you do, and also that will help to help for other people to like you.
제가 답변아 내변아 투름소가 변아야 수수고 단데 추적해 열어봐. 아니 수수고 미 봐줘 대화제죠. 수수고 안에 투름 야보송 수수고 랭학 이었음지 구쇼 야보체나 니 봐줘도 전화가 가고 체그레스.
And so it is from the Dharma point of view that observing morality or practicing morality is very important, a proper moral discipline, right? So if you do that, if you observe the morality, which means if you keep your vows purely, then people will have faith in you, have devotion and faith in you, and people will naturally like you.
제가 아니 제니념 제라 tin지가지 념바쇼 war랑 차도지 아니 라니기 모네 차도사나 간지 미가 소소고 야보 제가 매와데 통그러 원 통화인다 소소고 손음 사야기 저 야무는 소도 여데도 파 돌로 그래서 대 돌 마셔하세요.
So if you become jealous at other people's good qualities or success, name and fame and so forth, then then that will be seen by others. So when you do that, and that makes you lose your merit. And so he's saying that don't do that the things that will make yourself lose your merit.
제가 초나 소소지지 너무나 좋고 그래 미시 셴발을 트라이 말해서도 되는데 고대죠.
So then if he says if you want to be angry, then you should be angry with your own delusions and not with other people. Do you understand something like that?
근데 대나다 가르나 내가 가르면 가르잖아. 수수원이 샘 댕기 콘트로 마사와 제거 그래서 소소라 간지 두자 제거지 말.
So the point of it all is that no matter what, from our side, we should not get angry, towards others.
나 소소라 두자 제거로 소소라 말업 제거로 되네 봐나. 소소 샘 댕기 딱 간지 그 엘라 콘트로 마사와. 어떤지 제타와 있나? 네 패스는 소소로 도그래서.
So even if it's somebody who harms you or who does something unfair to you, if you don't become angry towards them, then you get the benefits.
제당도 믿으라 용도 미카지 찔라 마릅 제와나 마릅 찔라 마릅 제와인 바나 단다 밑에 콘로 마사와 지파 도보야고 졌나 밑에도 뭐니 밑에 야고 있다. 그 두자 간에 지금 단다 그 뭐니 콘로 상물랑 감수 샘라 야보도도 와.
So if somebody is doing something unfair, to you, and instead, if you still be happy with that person, try to help in any way you can to that person, then that person will be like, oh, even if I'm so unfair to this person, he or she still is being very good to me. And then that way they will start to like you.
제자 네 삼시 댕이제나 삼시 매기드네 코가 미들도 삼지다 미디 두자 가는지도 단다 코테 가오라 제네 약고 누가 삼시기라와.
So if someone who has a sense, like sensible person, will understand that, right? Then other people, if they don't have the sense, then maybe they might say, oh, this is so good, I can even take more advantage of this person, like that. They can think like that, right?
게다 템 간지 드네징이나 미 소소 조보도 따와이나 미닐 따기와이나 아니 미 나 에티가 미 비틀레 두자 칭도 되나 미 비티고 가디네 엘라 코페 로바야보 제야 간지 미티 야보 문네 메 에티고네 야보 두사 미 샴발 초알레그라와.
So if there's a person A and person B, if A is always being unfair with the B, but B is always helping the A, then people will think, oh, even though this person is very unfair and very bad towards him, but he's still always helping, and he's such a nice person, like that. People would feel like that, right?
Therefore, people like B more than A, because people see what B doing, what A doing. A makes more difficult for B, but B always to attack him, to help for him, also be kind or be not angry from his heart. Then everyone likes to be, not A bad, or A doing very good, not like that. Therefore, that the like to tendency to social mission go, social mission bag yapo, social trouble mambo check oina, they have get the social sonum sagores, they have just social yapo check ores.
So if you want people to like you, you want people to, if you want to have more good friends around you, then you have to, you have to accumulate merit, And how do you accumulate merit? Is by doing good.
If
you want to be a friend, with the important or influential people, then you have to give them a gift.
Big. 나도 해봐래. 사채보이 고는 도채보 슈거들라이요래.
아.
사채보이 고는 도채보 슈거레스. 사채보이 사요라 말로 사요.
아하.
사도 첨보지 죽고 고는 대 고야지 도채보 슈거레스. 도채보이 맞으면 사채보 고 말레스.
So they're saying that if you want to dig a big amount of earth, then you have to throw a big amount of rock. If you don't throw a big amount of rock, you will not be able to get or dig a big amount of earth.
근데 지탱은 이제 전화를 줘보대 내가 전부터 줘봐요거는 간이 대 가야게 전화 잘 내가 제거를 했어. 남지탱 지탱으로 더 책도 왔어.
So that's the how it is in the world, right? That if you want to have somebody, very important person or high influential person to be friend with you or be like you, then you have to do something good for that person to like you.
Special good like India. You need to dance and big things. You need to push big piece of rock that. Oh, that thing you think about in the time they can chana me shembe chana gaoda me chana deva cheder sona susu go tsumi abo son go re susu ngane sonum abo sa go re ani tendig me shembe gao chegi ani karo gao mayagi kaji sodon tato wanda mando chego re tenere kodwa.
So here is saying that if you want to be liked by people, if you want people to be happy with you, then you should practice morality. Morality means like to behave well, to do what is right to do and what not to do what is not right to do. And if you do that, then you create a merit by doing that. And then naturally, people will start to like you.
Like easy. I always say, do you guys like to other people like you? Right? If someone asks. And everyone, do you guys like others like to you, for you? How you caution?
Have others like us.
Huh? We say second.
You want others to like you.
Yeah. Do you want others to like you? Yes. You guys like? Raise your hand. No, you don't like? Oh. Now what we need, if you want others to like you, you need to be nice for others. You say, yeah, I'm very nice for others. Yes, sir. Yeah, that's true, you're right. But then who? Someone push your button. If someone push your button, you be nice for that, then he or she will be really oracle. Karo Karo semba tato yunga Ani Shiba the Shibi Raja the Dengi Abojibana and Hakora, Temani Jin O, Dangi, Midla Kati to Jen, Midmane Tadanga, Gauchin, and a core Rashu ko, Magaraga Chadurwa.
So if it is someone, who is in a proper mental state, then, of course, if somebody who is not in a proper mental state, then of course, no matter how many times you do, the person might not understand you. But if it's someone who is in a proper mental state, then if you do good, keep on doing good, even if that person is not good to you, then they will understand eventually. They say, oh, this person is so good. No matter how bad I treat, he's or she's always good to me.
Okay, now here what we got message. If you wish to others happy with you, you need to nice for others. That means you need to also skillful, okay? Not just say, oh, let's say yes, sir. Not like that. You need to skillful way. Therefore, it's Buddhism, you need to know how to practice very easy, very simple way. If you don't know, it's very strict, very tricky, very difficult. Therefore, everything is also depends on our motivation. Also, we need to be very skillful, okay? 제단단 네가 간지 지나라 미셴바 가오다 아니 소소지 땀가 년다 고이나 대용하고 이제 저 소속 싸고 그래 대나도도 되네 맞지?
And so, if you want to have a name and fame or other people to like you, then you have to create a cause for that by yourself.
Okay, I think we stop that. Any questions? Are you guys bored or he's not going too fast? It's just same verses every day.
I
really like to these verses to read again. Now then we try to find some essence of the meaning of that. We just did said that, we just thinking like that, it doesn't help for us. Read again, try to explain or discussion for different words. We say, wow, that's very powerful words. Yes, Deborah?
Actually, Geshe, I have a quick question.
Okay.
Yesterday, when I was coming home, my neighbor had parked in my parking place. And so I know. So I knocked on the door and asked if she could please move her car. And she said, no, I will not move my car. And I said, I was so surprised. I said, why won't you move your car? And she said, you can park over there. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Because it was cold. I think she didn't want to get out. So then I felt angry, but I didn't act angry. But I don't know what to do about my feelings still. So then how do I treat her with kindness, even though I feel kind of angry?
According to Buddhism, you say, oh, she gave me the good opportunity to practice my passion. Even you're angry in mind, but you not act, it's also good. You did some passion. Otherwise, this is my job. Why you guys just fighting outside very cold weather? Therefore, even your mind is not happy, but you don't act. That's good. You say, okay, she give me a good opportunity to patient. Then you think that, oh, she's rude. It's nothing. Oh, maybe she's too cold. She don't want to come out. You think that way, your mind become more soft. Otherwise, she said, why she do that? You get more bad reasons, okay? She said, okay, I'll give her one time. Then you can say, next time, please don't do like that. It's nicely. Yesterday, very cold. Everyone, no one want to go out. Okay. Any other questions? Any questions? Yes, Bob. Oh, yeah, I saw Bob.
I was thinking, do we think that if somebody does something non-virtuous, but then they're really happy with the result, do we think, well, they created the cause to be happy in the past, and so we should be happy for them that they experience a happiness that they created the cause for, and then maybe have compassion that the non-virtuous thing is creating a cause for suffering in the future.
But then you don't need to, happy. You do more compassion for them. Like someone killed maybe some bird, but it makes me happy. I can really saw, people just play the fish. Now I said, are you killing? No, I'm not killing. I just play. It's very serious. But they make them do very happy. They just put the hook in the mouth. They already damage them. The people, it makes them happy. Enjoy. Don't say poor guy who get married. I saw this many times, even my friends. Then if they're very calm, they close with me, I say, oh, better to not do like that. They say, why? If someone put any things in your mouth, they say, I'm play. What do you think? They think in the second way, they have thought coming. If you person is very nice, you're very close. Otherwise, this is just animal. They don't have any feeling. Their feeling, they should jump. They show their feeling. Therefore, not enjoy. You don't have to enjoy. You enjoy, you get also negative karma. This one. Says, even he, like example, he play with the fish and the hook. He's happy, but enjoy. You're more compassionate to people. Yeah. Yeah. 다고 개원 넘버 이렇게 말해 가지 내가도 단 코비드 동안 가지나 텔라 때네 랭가 봐서 텔라 되는 마음 받고 동안 보면 양거로 와 간전 코비드 동안이다 이제 내가 대왕구도 근데 대왕구는 말해.
So that happiness that they gain, from doing something bad to others, like by catching a fish, they're doing bad, but they feel that's happy, but that's not really happiness, it's actually a suffering, right? So if it's a real happiness, then the cause of that has to be a virtuous action, but it's not really happiness. So I don't think you can say that kind of enjoyment is the result of a virtuous action that they have created in the past. So it's like a suffering of change. It's not really happiness.
Okay. But if we see that, it's better to not enjoy. Okay. Because someone looking for that, they get, they catch, he's like very happy, then we not just enjoy, we just compassion for that.
Yeshua, thank you. But isn't all the worldly happiness is suffering? So what's particular about the happiness generated from somebody fishing?
No, it's not particular, but this is also one part of the way to also suffering.
When we say, okay, no, we shouldn't Okay, well, they must have had some virtue in the past that ripened as their happiness, even though the condition for it is their fishing. But if you say like even the happiness, but if all worldly happiness is suffering, I guess I don't.
Yeah, that's
Are
true.
you saying that it's not caused by virtue?
Not all of them. Maybe some of them caused by virtues, not all of them. Now we are here warm here. It's also caused by the virtues. But we are too long, they say too hard. Oh, it's too hard. Comes change the suffering. Like that. These things, also too. You go to detail more complicated too. Okay, these are which the black, which the white. Okay. One more question.
Oh, I was just gonna just what Jennifer said, that maybe not, like even when we say like all worldly like happiness or suffering, but not necessarily. I think like for example, being in a sangha, that brings happiness, and that is still worldly, in a way that we have the opportunity to be able to be in the presence of people, practice, and so I think as Geshe said that there might be just like even when we say that, we just have to distinguish what generates merit, and even it's like pertains to our world.
When the sangha come together is when we say, okay, not to talk too much, talk too long. Okay, like think that. Now we're going to start to another pray. Today is also that tiringanzo pena mela. Pena sonam losa chewa na ta tiringanzo chewa chonga chagire. Chonga chewa peda wada sonam losa tangdo ni chonga chewa jeje. Ani chonga chewa shamji pe gawaja chibo chingdwa.
And so we're going to be doing a medicine Buddha puja later after this. So according to the Lunar New Year, we call it there's in Tibet the Lunar New Year, which is called the Merit New Year, and then the actual Tibetan New Year will be the Royal New Year. So the Royal New Year and the Lunar New Year. So according to the Lunar New Year, today is the full moon day. Of the Lunar New Year, and so that day usually they make a big offerings, and so they have like a big Buddha sculptures. The offerings are big Buddha sculptures made by the monks, and they displayed in the monasteries, and people go and take a receipt and blessings. And so in Tibet, some part of Tibet where they celebrate the Lunar New Year, the Merit New Year. And so today, is the day for making this the offerings of the full moon offering of the Lunar New Year, and they make big offerings today in Tibet and in the parts where they celebrate the Lunar New Year.
안들어가도 다티 멜라까지 당하면서 멜라 다와치 테마 사제 멜라 세디 수수 투제 뭐는 거 차니 뭐 많이 배 니바 가르나 아니 간주 지금 샘제 내발라 아니 지금 나딩에나 사제 멜라 뭐는 잡니 수수 매 사바이나 매디 니바 친구요 와도 야 샘제 바 아니 지금 텔렌 대수반에 딘제기 치다 사제 멜라 소왔다 바이나 야데 니바 치와 니 사제 수수 che당 니바 참말 열다이나 너무 많이 배게 야지
And so like that, today is, according to the Lunar New Year, today is the first full moon of the Lunar New Year. And so therefore, it's going to be very meritorious, to do prayers and practices on this day. And so here we're going to do a medicine Buddha, especially because medicine Buddha, is especially powerful for getting rid of diseases, sickness and diseases. And of course, all the Buddhas have that power, but especially medicine Buddha, makes the difference at the time when they generated the mind of enlightenment. And so, if you dedicate, for the people who have serious diseases or who are sick, and it will be very helpful. And also, it can be dedicated for people who have passed away. And like I said, all the Buddhas have that power, but because of the differences it makes, at the time when they generated the mind of enlightenment, then it makes more connection with the people when they do practice, related to that Buddha. And so therefore, doing medicine Buddha becomes more powerful for curing diseases.
안에 사제 멜라 대시 제라야 안에 지 수수 토목 많이 배우지 캐나 담자 가실라 시 가실라 중이 되네 요래 근데 용에도 졸라 안도 안에 양랍 된다는데 그거니 차상이 남의 증거래.
And so there are like 8 medicine Buddhas, so there's each medicine Buddha have made different prayers at the time when they generated the mind of enlightenment. And so to each of these 8 medicine Buddhas, we make the offerings of the 7 limbs, 7 limb practices, to each medicine Buddhas.
안에 대량으로 전 줘봐대 끊어서 뭐 줘봐 샹줘서 막 끊어서 뭐 줘봐 편해 아니 나도 안에 다 통냐와나 그거로.
And so then to that we make the offerings, they call it the offering of Samantabhadra offering. And so by making the Samantabhadra offering, you please each of the medicine Buddhas.
나도 잠벌 보고 저선 잠배한테 셔럽지라리 잠배 강한 잠바 자셔서 막 끊어서 뭐 두째 뭐는 강하다고 해 제가 이상하도 잠벌 보고 주들 잠바 군도 상부대야 대신지 있어. 내가 근데 지사람이 자주서 막 끊어서 뭐 가르쳐는 제가 이해해야 됐다. 끊어서 뭐 쳐봐서 됐다. 쳐봐.相当 말하죠.
So the Samantabhadra offering, is like very vast and extensive, offering. So we're saying that we just make just like the Samantabhadra offering. So we're going to make the offering just as the Samantabhadra offers.
Okay, like that. Then not talk too much. Then we just to the mandala offering. Then we stop. The who stay there and pray. We just see like some. You don't need to move. Okay. Just someone can light the candles. Okay. We just 5 minutes. If you like to stay, business, then come back. Okay. You want to go to the different lane, right? Yeah.
Different lane.
If you like to stay, come to the here. You have to go different door. Okay. Different lane. Okay. Yeah, mandala.
Right. I'm playing page 39. Aji perkitan ching me do dra dra ching me again party sangeji and wanti do papa jing ma chupa shu Jetsun name could say raptor chin nam country le chok chik ye pada Losang de bedrin esasun ye growing oneself out to make your chief Ina Guru Ratna Pota Viriyataya.
Okay, thank you. Who have the time, you can stay here. Who have to go to your business, you can go. Okay.